Greetings guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath and I have a quick message for you about how energy is shared. Energy is shared. You just had a quick view of the courtyard from my beautiful hotel. I'm at the Roseate Hotel in London, England. By the time this post, I may be back stateside. We shall see with how the Wi-Fi goes here. But my mother and I were just watching The Secret Garden, which is a film that is iconic and old and a classic, and it was a book first and then made into film. Many different adaptations. In any case, the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was conjuring and energy being shared. It's something that I've said for years. It's something that I believe, but energy is shared. So we can tell when someone's thinking about us. And we know that if you just in modern day think that you're going to call your sister or call your friend or call a spouse. And at the same time that you're calling them, they're calling you, or they're saying, I was just thinking about you, or I was texting you as well. That is one simple example of us having telepathy. Come in. Sorry guys, room service is here. Come in. Nope, mom, sit. It's okay. Come in. Come in. Hi. You can set it right down here on the edge. Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I just
Signature?
signature, please. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Wonderful.
Good. Some cutleries.
So it will just be charged to the room, yes?
Yes.
Okay,
please.
excellent. Okay. And I'll just put the room number as 510 and I'll print my name. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies.
Much appreciated.
Have a lovely day. Enjoy, please.
Oh, okay, thank you.
What was your question, Mother?
Is that wheat bread or?
Yes, it's good.
Yes, it's
Yes.
it's a seeded rye and various things.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. All right, we will dine here shortly, Mother. Okay, just give me a moment. All right, guys. Sorry, our victuals have just arrived. They look beautiful. Here's what I want you guys to understand. Here is this: energy is shared. What they did at the commencement of this movie is the boy, the protagonist in question, has not been able to see his father. His father can't bear to look at him because he looks like his mother, and he's afraid that the boy is sickly. The boy has been thought to be sickly, but he really wasn't sickly. He just hadn't had the ability to be outside and exercise, and he thought he couldn't walk, and he was kind of coddled by the nursemaid or the lady of the manor. Okay, so the father was away. Anyway, the night before the father comes home, the boys and his friends do a conjure circle where they literally walk in a circle in a fire and they call the father home. And they and he says it's the magic, so that's what it is. So it could be seen as spell work, it could be seen as anything, but we have all thought about someone and then they have literally come. What happens is after he does this like little circle, it's like a bonfire thing with him and his friends. His father has a dream where he hears kind of from an echo distance his son saying, I'm in the garden, come home, I'm in the garden. Energy is shared. And that's just a quick snippet of it, so you can see it visually happening. But what happened is the father, in technicality, even though this is fiction, heard the son's energy calling him. And we all have the capability of doing that, of calling out to people, of connecting with people, of communicating with people. And it need not be something that is recorded via text or phone or a letter or an email. When we are thinking about someone, they're thinking about us. In the work that I do when I'm working with love and romance so often, one of the things that comes up all of the time are they thinking about me, or do they still miss me, or whatever? And I have to tell you, the answer is always yes. And it's not just because, even if it's a toxic ex, a narcissist, someone that you didn't really want to stay with, or you left, and you have that question, energy is shared. So often, if you are thinking about them, they are thinking about you. I'll expand more on this as lunch is waiting, so we're going to get into that. But I wanted you guys to understand that. And if you've seen the movie, it's right at the end. It's in the last maybe 15 minutes of the movie. You can see that whole sequence play out, from the conjuring circle and fire to the father hearing it in his dream to him actually showing up and knowing that he needed to be there. Now, it may not be that simple for each of us. I mean, that's the whimsy of childhood and the magic of childhood. He believed it as so, and so it was. But I think of the biblical premise where Jesus says, to have the innocence of a child, to be able to conjure, to think, to speak, and act like a child, there the kingdom of God also is, meaning that it's so much easier for us from an innocent state of mind to believe in manifestation, to believe in energy being shared, to believe in connection in various ways happening, the magic of life. And we lose that as we age, right? Think of Santa and all those premises, not real, but we are in a place of whimsy and belief. And it's because we are in a place where the veil is thinner when we're children and anything is possible. So in order to get back to that place of understanding the premise of energy being shared, you do need to anchor yourself back into that inner child space of understanding that everyone can hear what you're saying. We are all connected, from every mushroom that creates its own ecosystem to every blade of grass to every person. We forget that connection when we incarnate, as this physical reality is a very harsh thing for us to manage. But we are reminded in moments. Think of the vagus nerves. If you see someone else crying, you are stimulated to cry as well. That's the vagus nerve that runs through our whole nervous system. It means that we are starting to emote and empathize and feel other people's emotions, and we can be triggered by human connection and just the observation of it. So how much more so in telepathic ways, in cosmic ways, in intergalactic ways, and in spiritual ways can we not be connected? Anyway, a little food for thought before we tuck in. So good sharing energy with you all the way from London. Come back and join me next time, guys, and we will continue to evolve together.